If you're looking to get yourself some Ultimate Team coins from a reliable source, then check out ultimatecoinexchange.com. Link is in the description down below. Use your code L83 for 10% off. Hello, this is Leech83. How we doing? Welcome to episode 13 of our Celtic career mode here on FIFA 17. We have got another 3 games in the domestic league for you today. Where actually one of them is in the cup. We've got a game first of all at home to St Johnstone, and then we have another home game against Motherwell, and then after that we start our Scottish Cup campaign away to Hamilton Accies. So starting to get into February just now. The transfer window is open, but I've not really been looking to get anybody in. However, we have let one player go out on loan, and that is Callum McGregor. He was in and out of the side, and I feel it's only good for him to get a little bit more game time, so he's away to Ross County on a 1-year loan. Just to kind of push him up a little bit. The only reason is he's getting kept out of the team with the likes of Armstrong. We bring Mackay Stephen in. Excuse me, Nakamura comes into that position as well. So we're doing okay for Cam, so hopefully we can get young Liam Henderson out on loan as well. That would be ideal. Ruben Loftus-Cheek hasn't really played much. We may bring him back into the fold, but if he had to go out on loan or even out on a transfer, I wouldn't be too fussed, to be honest with you, because Stuart Armstrong has done exceptionally well when he's had these chances. So we're about to get into the first game of the episode. We're going to go with this 11. It's Nyland in goals with Gamboa, Torre, Simonovic and Kieran Tierney. Scott Brown playing the holding role in the midfield with Sinclair on the left, Forrest on the right. Stuart Armstrong playing through the middle with Dembele and Griffiths up top, providing the firepower. So let's get into the game at home to St Johnstone then and try and keep up our campaign. We are so far undefeated, and I want to keep that one going if we can, and potentially go a full season invincible would be absolutely superb. That is the goal from now on, because the league is as good as won. We are like 20 odd points clear, and we are in a very comfortable position, so it's all about getting to the end of the season without suffering any defeats. That's a good ball through. That's a good save by Nyland. It's a corner opportunity here for St Johnstone just over 10 minutes in. Liam Craig to deliver back stick, and the keeper comes and collects well and can potentially get us started on a counter attack. Better ball out than that would have been good. There is a run there by Forrest, and we see that run. Checking back inside, no support through the middle, not good. Griffiths finally coming up. Sinclair now out wide. Sinclair delivering. There it's there, and it's Stuart Armstrong with the header. Great counter attack. We get held up a little bit in the middle, but we still focused on going forward. Great ball by Sinclair, and a lovely header over the top of the keeper by Stuart Armstrong, and it's 1-0. Kieran Tierney with the throw in, playing it out to Mr Dembele. Plays it across for Gamboa. Gamboa for Forrest. He's got Stuart Armstrong there. Armstrong to make it 2. It's in off the bar. It's a fantastic finish by Armstrong. And finally our pressure starting to pay off a little bit now. Nice play by Forrest. Get a nice little layoff there for Armstrong to do the finishing. And then it's there for 2-0. Griffiths with the corner. It's a header, and it's Colo. No, it's not. It's Mr Dembele. And it's 3-0. Fantastic header by the big man. That's a great finish. Lovely ball floated over, and Dembele rises higher than the 2 defenders that were with him, and it's 3-0. Dying stages, St Johnstone trying to get something, and it's went into the back of the net. It's a terrible handle there by Oliver Nyland, and it's 3-1 at the dying stages. Shouldn't matter too much though. It should be full time now. It's going in as an OG. The goalkeeper did more or less palm it into his own net, and that is all over. Disappointed losing that last goal, but these are one of the things that happen. We were okay for stages, poor at other stages in that game. We had 14 shots, 10 of them on target, and again the passing just wasn't in there at all, but we got the 3 points. That's all that matters. We continue our winning ways, and we march on into the next game. So let's get the team ready for that one, make a couple of changes, and we'll come back with the starting 11s. Okay then, so here we are for the game against Motherwell, and we've only made a couple of changes to the team. We have brought in Harry Arter in place of Scott Brown, and brought in Patrick Roberts in the place of James Forrest. So only 2 changes to the team for this game against Motherwell. Let's get into it and continue our good form. Stuart Armstrong coming forward, he's got options, and he picks out Lee Griffiths. Griffiths cutting back in, looking for the finish. It's into the air. The belly's giving the keeper a bit of a menace, and it falls for Lee Griffiths. Pressure on the goalkeeper, and Griffiths is able to capitalise on the mistake. Good play. I don't know what the camera's doing, but we do eventually see the ball going into the back of the net, and it is 1-0. Ainsworth coming forward. Joseph Novovic trying to keep up with him. Not very well, it's got to be said. And what the fuck is that? What is that? The ball is bouncing about all over the place, and it's a combination and a comedy of errors. I don't even know what the hell that was all about. And it's the goalkeeper sliding down, and then Gamboa heads it into his own net. Just absolute calamity there, and it's an own goal. And it's 1-0. What the fuck is that all about? A bit disappointed in the way the manner we kind of conceded that goal there. It was they only had one shot on target, and that's the kind of bullshit you face sometimes. And FIFA, we had a few chances, but not much going right for us in this game. Decent passing accuracy this time. We're finally starting to get the ball moving a little bit better. We've been in the mid to low 70s most of the time for the passing accuracy. This time managing to get 85%. I know that sounds like a petty stat, but it's one stat I do want to improve, is to try and get our passing and our movement a lot better. But nonetheless, we can still continue undefeated, but it is a disappointing draw at the end of the day. Now we get the team ready and get into our game, last game of the episode, which is against Hamilton Accies in the Scottish Cup. Okay, so here we are for the game against Hamilton in the Scottish Cup then, and we'll go back to our 11 with Nyland. The goals continuing, even though I probably should drop them. Gamboa, Torre, Simnovic and Kieran Tierney. Brown in the middle with Forrest, Sinclair and Armstrong, and then Griffiths and Dembele up front again. One bit of news from the transfer window closing was that Liam Henderson is now out on loan. He has gone to Hamilton Accies. It'll be interesting to see if we come up against him in this match. But he's went to Hamilton Accies on a year-long deal. Apart from that, no other news, so let's get into the game. Sinclair forward for Armstrong. He's took that well in a snowy New Douglas Park, and he's smashed it home, and it's 1-0 after 4 minutes, or almost 5 minutes. And that is Armstrong doing what he's been doing so far really well this season, capitalising on a little bit of an error, and then it is smashed into the top corner, 1-0. Scott Brown through the middle, trying to find Lee Griffiths, which he has done. Griffiths has fucking absolutely hammered home. 2-0, 20 minutes played, and it's pretty much game over, and progress confirmed into the next round of the Scottish Cup. Great finish by Griffiths, and he can't get any more in the top corner than that one. 2-0. Keep poking open again, and this time it is in the back of the net just before half time. Not sure who it is that's got it, but it is a goal back for Hamilton, and Colo-Touré just gets pulled away by the other attacker, and it's just smashed straight down the line, and it is now 2-1, and it's Diaco. Don't know who he is, but anyway, it's a goal. 2-1. Well, that'll do for us. It's progress at the end of the day, and it's a 2-1 victory in this cup game against Hamilton. All goals coming in the first half, and not too much action in the second half, it's got to be said. But all in all, it's what we needed to do, and it is progress at the end of the day, and we move forward in the cup. So Johnstone also gone through, Hearts gone through as well, and Ross County and Kilmarnock possibly going to a replay there. Because of how FIFA have got the game set up, only the Scottish Premier League is in the game, so it starts at like the quarter-final stage or something like that. It starts in the very later stages anyway, but we did manage to progress. So in the next episode, we will have an absolutely banging episode for that one, so make sure you check out episode 14. I'll try and get this up this week as well. As we come to the latter stages, we've only got like Hogmanay and New Year left at the festive period. Work's not too bad at the moment, so we'll get Kilmarnock in the next episode alongside the next Glasgow derby, and then we'll have Juventus in the Champions League last 16. So things starting to heat up, everything's starting to take a bit of shape, and we've only really got a little while left before we get into the actual split, and we'll have 5 games after that. So I mean, it's probably only got maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 episodes at max left of this particular season, and everything has been going relatively well, as I say, by managing to be top of the league by such a dominant margin. We're doing relatively well. Just a couple of draws lately kind of hold us back a little bit, but we are still doing really, really well. So if we can keep that going in the future episodes, that would be great. Any support for this would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. As always, you take it easy.